Okay, cool. We are live, apparently. Let me see if I can bring this up on my screen and hit play. And here we are. Very good evening. Let me just type in here. Good evening to everybody, and welcome. As we get better at these streams, then I'll get all of those nice emoji things and everything else that goes along with these YouTube channels. But definitely, please give us a like, give us a share, and sort of go tell a few other people to come in and join the room. It's Saturday evening, so let's try and have a little bit of fun. But thank you for coming in. And so I thought we maybe let's see if somebody else is in watching us. If you want to say, just say hello. I don't know whether you're watching here or on the website, but I'll just give it a couple of minutes, and we will then obviously come in and start chatting about the roadmap and everything else that we've been doing this week on Pulse Unity, and it's been really, really exciting. So just give it 2 seconds, and we'll see where we're at in about 2 minutes. Okay, how do am I able to share my screen? Um, okay, we're live. I don't see. You guys are probably a lot more technical than I am. Okay, I'm actually doing this from the pulseunity.com website. This way, I can see if you guys are typing, and it gives me the sort of the bullet points of what we'd like to really discuss this evening. Now, it's been a great week, and what we've done this week has been absolutely amazing. We've managed to get ourselves together in start the launch of this Pulse Unity coin. We've created the website and we've started the sacrifice stage, and all of that is been down to the efforts of the one word that really counts here, and that's community. And of course, from our point of view, we're talking about change or bringing unity to DeFi, and at the heart, obviously, that's the heart of community. Unity is there, and it's you guys coming together and helping us be the beating heart of DeFi to basically create this new sort of movement almost of people that love crypto. We love what we're doing. We want to help share this passion and these wonderful projects to other people around the world. And I was going to talk today. We sort of called this a bit of a roadmap special because, as I've said from the earlier this week, we've got a lot of these that we're going to be recording, and they're all going to be useful as you're watching them back. So let's just go to if you're on the homepage for Pulse Unity, and you sort of scroll down first to where it says roadmap, bullet points. I'll sort of share some of these things into the chat room. Let me see if I'm able to actually upload things. Does that let me upload? No, that doesn't. But okay, not to worry. Well, let's do it. Let's do it this way. Let's go back to the website. Well, what are we planning to do? Pulse Unity started back in April as a way for basically a few of us were already in crypto. We were within some sort of community, and we had been looking to at that stage it, looking for ways whereby using that community's ecosystem that we would be able to then use that sort of that to go out and fund other smaller projects and things like that around the world. And we all come from different parts of the crypto space or in media and other places where it's interacted with our personal lives. So it was something that we really felt quite passionate about. And to that extent, it needed to we needed to make sure we have a way of funding that because not everyone, of course, can dedicate their full time to something like this, and it needed to be something that you could invest in, that you could make money from, because that's why we're in crypto. And of course, that it's that we're a community, and that hopefully you get along with other people in the community, and that you really want to come together and work on these types of projects. So became very clear to us that we were not going to achieve a lot of that working directly with one specific project. That there was really lots of good bits in lots of different projects across DeFi. And of course, we ourselves, we can't be out there joining every single community constantly. So we've got to have a way of communicating. We've got to have a way of essentially being able to interact with those communities. So we originally put together a website, a social media platform that's similar to Facebook and other platforms that you're quite familiar with. And we thought it would be great to launch literally the first social media platform for DeFi. It was popular. I say was because we've literally just moved it across to pulseunity.com, and we're getting members, which is great. Um, but that again, it wasn't really enough. It's not enough just to put up a website and hope that people come and chat. We needed content on that. So we created the Wikipedia, the FAQ section, made it sort of started to make it as interesting as possible for new people coming into crypto. So you could go onto Google and search for what is Coinbase or what is DeFi and what is a MetaMask wallet and how do I protect myself. And it became apparent to me, and it's quite obvious in Google Analytics and everything else, that the pages that were getting searched the most were, of course, these FAQ sections. So we started to build into that site things like the opportunity to do courses and have like a university. There's, of course, then the next question is people will say, can we buy things? Can we do what else could we do? And it sort of grew from quite a small platform that we did as a test to the platform that's there now. That wasn't really sort of enough for me in my roadmap because I'm sort of a bit of a tech junkie as well, and constantly on my phone. So we went ahead, even back then, and created a mobile app version, which we put onto the Google app and the Apple stores. So they made it easy for absolutely anybody in the world with an Android or an iOS mobile device or an iPad to be able to come onto the platform, use either their desktop or their mobile, and be able to interact with other community members. Basically, start sharing things. That was quite popular. Not with everybody, because everybody was still using Twitter. You're still using YouTube and still using other like Telegram, which we've been on for most of this week. And it isn't quite, but that isn't quite the same, because of course you're going out and you're finding groups that only want to do Telegram. You're finding groups that only want to do Facebook, and you've got groups that prefer Twitter and these things. With the social platform, we wanted it to be a place where you could meet and then share everything. So it was sort of like the community center, basically. And again, we've got that working and running, and people can physically come on board and get involved with literally PulseUnity.com and the social site, which is being updated at the moment, social.pulsemedia.com, so PulseUnity.com. And literally, you'll be able to jump on board and chat to us, chat to your friends, chat to other people in DeFi, and do all these sorts of things. That, of course, is not necessarily a use case for a coin, and we totally understand that. So, and it wasn't doing anything that would help us launch Unity. It wasn't doing anything that was going to was physically enabling us to trade with crypto. It wasn't doing anything for the community to be able to earn any money. And we looked obviously at the other ecosystem, which has got a coin and it's got a staking platform and it's got other things that looked okay. Just the direction wasn't quite the same as what we needed. And there's many reasons for that. Nothing that the community was wrong, or that the mechanics or the tokenomics of the coin was wrong, or the NFTs were wrong. It just wouldn't work with what we need to achieve for technically Unity. And what did we need to achieve? We needed to have a currency system, something that people could use to interact with the website, and that was also they could use to interact with their everyday lives. So it needed to have a bit of a value. Well, what else did we need? We wanted an NFT collection that you could interact with, and basically to be able to keep going, or to basically be able to use this as a method of sort of storing wealth and to but basically trade in the same way that you're using your crypto in other places, that you can use Pulse Unity and the Unity platform to interact and get things that you need in your everyday life. So basically, a way that your crypto could be working for you. And to that end, we literally came out with the originally the plans for the NFTs. We've got the roadmap, which we'll go through properly in 1 minute. So let's get back onto the live stream. Okay. So we'll basically come onto the roadmap in a second. Um, the important sort of bullet points in this, which I was asked to raise this afternoon, is literally that the question is then what is Pulse Unity? So Pulse Unity is now a coin. It's going to be a meme coin that, in its simplest form, we will be launching, and its first mint will be on the ERC20 blockchain. That's the Ethereum blockchain. And that is due to go live on the 23rd or thereabouts after of this month. And the whole ethos behind that is that it's a coin that, in its own name, is promoting unity in DeFi. And it's a coin that we will be able to use to interact with the website and technically our own currency system for things that we're doing with PulseUnity.com and the mobile apps and things like that. But for yourselves, it's at the moment a token, and so it's a non-asset class. Well, after we put it on the blockchain, it becomes a tradable asset. So you've got one asset immediately. Because we're going to be working very much with the PulseChain, and there's some technical things which there's much more educated people to come in and chat with me about this later. They're going to be doing like a fork, and you get a direct copy of the coin, and this will allow us to use that as a way of running our own internal system on PulseUnity.com. And as I said, we'll go much more into details of that. Community. It was extremely important to us that we have interaction in the community. And I've always been trying to think of the best way to explain this. In the UK, we have a thing called a co-op. And that co-op basically means that every single person that holds the co-op card also shares in technically how it's run, almost what gets stocked, and basically, if it makes a profit, then you get to share in the profits. If you visit the same or you visit the co-op often, you start to get bonus points. And quite a few people in the UK, they use these bonus points to save up for Christmas shopping and things like that. So it's just a nice thing that just by being a member of this cooperative and being involved in this cooperative and doing something that you would be doing anyway in your sort of daily life, you get a chance just to get some bonus points and sort of save up to something nice, be it your holiday or Christmas or whatever else you want to achieve in that. So we again in launching Pulse Unity, launching our roadmap, which we could drill down on, felt it was very important that every aspect of this project could be useful in that we could build utilities in there that every single member of the community are able to use. And as we're moving through the different phases of our roadmap and our own journey, that the community, of course, is raising different revenues for different projects. We're also raising revenue from the coin. We'll be raising revenue from the NFTs. We've got lots of ideas about staking platforms and trading pairs and all of these sorts of things. But then it comes down to the heart of that when we make money, you guys have to, you guys share it. That's the cooperative in this. And it starts with something as simple as like the Pulse Unity coin. But we can go further than that. And I had a wonderful 3-hour conversation with somebody earlier this morning. We were in the Telegram voice chat for about another hour and a half this afternoon. And I come on, it takes me a little time to get into these things, but we can spend hours and hours and hours going through all of the details about things that we're going to be doing, what we are already doing, and ways that we can use Pulse Unity, be it the community platform, be it the coin, be it the NFT story and the collection that's going to be coming out there, be it staking platforms that we've got ideas on, be it merchandise stores, be it universities for helping people learn about crypto and how we obviously make money out of that, and how people can interact with that using Pulse Unity coin. All of these things are there, and we can go through them bit by bit. But most importantly, they are in a roadmap, and at the heart of that roadmap is us sort of bringing Unity into DeFi and being sort of the beating heart, so to speak, of DeFi. At the heart of that is the community and us being able to share the different revenue points or the different data points that we have, starting from the social media platform to the coin to the mobile app. Literally every single part of our ecosystem is designed to be shared. And what do I mean by that? In a standard cooperative, you would basically get, as I said, you would get points. I think this is going to be the easier way to explain this. And let's say every £9 somebody spends with us, we give another. You get a point, or the community gets a point. And imagine as we move forwards in the ecosystem, you have lots of people, of course, trading our different products. We start creating revenue streams from the different avenues, be it the schools or be it even things like Google links or referral links. I was talking to somebody else. We have got almost one of the most searched wikis that we're building. And we think over the next 6 months, as we build it out as a community, our site will probably go from 3,000 hits a day. I think in our roadmap, we're building out to about 1 million a day. Now, those sorts of numbers, when you bear in mind, we're young. We're so young. Even though we've been doing this for 8 months, we're so young. As we grow and our profile grows and more people are coming in using different parts of our community, then those little points, be it from, for instance, every time we mention Coinbase or every time we mention MetaMask, each time somebody is writing a blog from our site, or we're doing shopping channels, and we're doing all of these sorts of things. Each time we mention an exchange, we've got referral links that basically, if somebody uses that link, Pulse Unity earns or will earn a commission. That commission would get split amongst all of the Pulse Unity holders. That's you being part of the co-op. So, of course, the bigger the social media network, the more people that are finding us using Google and Yahoo and all of these searches, and coming into our universities and doing those sorts of things, you can start to get the bigger picture of how this cooperative can start earning income for its holders. And we didn't need a coin to be able to do that. We were already we were originally going to launch this NFT collection this week. But what we did need the coin for is as a currency system. Because at the end of the day, people come onto if it's our website, they need to be able to exchange things for something. We need to be able to reward people for something, and of course, we need to be able to reward people in a way that it can help them in their real lives. So of course we needed a trading pair. So we need Pulse Unity coin, and we're going to put that on the blockchain. And through using PulseChain and the power of their good cells, we'll be able to create some fantastic other products for the community platform and the NFTs and everything else, including metaverses and everything everyone talks about. We've all got it in our roadmap. So the slight difference with us is that whatever comes into Unity, there is a dividend. There's a share that is given back to the community, and we think that in itself gives value to like yourselves as individuals. Also, the other share does what we originally planned. It's our share that we will be using to fund projects. And this was the whole start of Unity. It's the part of the percentages that we will say, right, if there's 100 and we want 3% or whatever we want of that revenue coming directly into the Unity fund. And these things will change as we move from project to project, but basically there will be a percentage of everything that the community does, be it from trading coins, be it from trading NFTs, be it from university products, be it from whatever we do moving forward. There's going to be a percentage that will go to you, the holders, and that will be shared out as you would expect in any sort of dividend way of doing things. And there'll be some that come into the Unity Fund. And that's the bit which I'm, of course, really excited about. It's why we started Unity in the first place, so that we can really go out and start to do some nice things for people and show generally what the power of DeFi is. So again, that brings us to how do we get there, and what have we done? I guess so far to achieve that. Let me just bring up the roadmap here. So, if anyone's I don't know if you can see this on your screens, but I'm going to go through this roadmap here. Let me make that a bit smaller so I can see I'm still live and I can still chat to you guys if anybody does come in. Okay, the objectives. literally, we need the starting point. So with PulseChain, they have this system called a sacrifice stage. With other iterations in crypto, they're called all sorts of things. People do airdrops and people do all sorts of ways of launching the product to market, basically. With PulseChain, they have this very unique system which is called the sacrifice. And it makes sense because what it's saying is it allows you as a community to say, look, we like this project, we want to get involved as an OG, and we're going to support you guys. In return, of course, you're getting an early position in something. So anybody that gets in on these sacrifice stages, uh, you are technically you've got to have something available, or there needs to be some sort of incentive, and mostly the incentive is money. Let's be honest. So we've developed our sacrifice stage in a way where every single new holder, basically that is coming in at the sacrifice stage, will be sharing in, of course, proportion to your sacrifice amounts, 20% of what will eventually be the total supply. So to keep numbers simple for the purpose of this video, if there is 1 million coins that end up being sacrificed in terms of PU points, that million are the ones that will be shared amongst the OGs, the early community. And then a further 5 million, no, sorry, 4 million would be minted for the to make up the total supply. So the total supply would literally be 5 million that would go onto the blockchain. We are, of course, expecting to do much bigger numbers than that. But right now, the sacrifice stage is live, and literally for every $1, we've put you'll get $100 PU. The other things we need in this foundation stage, we need to launch a media website. We've got that. We've got PulseUnity.com. We've got social.pulseunity.com. That's being really updated this weekend. So that's ready for you guys. I don't think there's another DeFi community that already are launching, but before they've launched a coin, before they've made any money, before they asked for any money, that they've actually gone ahead and technically sacrificed themselves and created a mobile app. Well, we've done that. So literally every holder of PulseUnity, in fact, you don't have to hold PulseUnity to get this. It's free. And all of the information on the website is going to be free. It's about Unity. So, but we've created a mobile app for everyone, and we've gone through the cost and the pain and working with the dev teams to get that approved by Apple and Google Play. And we're not talking about a tiny small app. This thing is a fully working, functional version of the website. It enables you to chat. It enables you to communicate with each other, take photos, take videos, and literally all sorts of things. It's almost a mini Facebook and YouTube and Twitter all rolled into the one place, and it interacts directly with PulseUnity.com. So as we update like AMAs like this one, at the click of a button from the app, you'll just be able to switch us on and chat with us. If you've got questions, you can immediately sort of raise raise your hand and drop us an email or whatever it is through there, and get involved. We have spent time building out the Discord, and not a lot of people like Discord for a few reasons. It is very technical sometimes, and it's really seen as the sort of the thinking person's space to some extent, because there's a lot of moving parts to it. We went with Discord because it allows us to provide some layers of security, and also they've got the way that we can use Web3, which is sort of a buzzword at the moment, but it allows us to start really interacting with the blockchain. And although it's a bit clunky over on the Discord, the whole of Discord's clunky, not just us. It's certainly a platform that we believe has got a tremendous amount of potential. But again, we haven't waited for launching a coin. We haven't waited to raise money from an ICO to do all of this, or rely on anybody else to get this started. We've done all of these things ourselves. And anybody that knows how much it costs to run Facebook and create a brand new mobile app could sort of put two and two together, realize that we're pretty serious about this, and we're very passionate about this. Our Twitter build out. Our Twitter account has been live since March, and we've gone with something which is quite alien these days. It's called organic growth. We actually are in there every single day, building out, chatting to people, knocking on doors, going into other communities, listening. And as we've grown, we've gone from 0 members to, I think last time I looked about 5 minutes ago, we're nearly 800 people organically. Now, imagine that. And this is we didn't really have a product yet. This is just us talking about unity, about community, talking about the other projects that we were getting involved with, and promoting the different coins and staking platforms and everything else. It wasn't even about Pulse Unity. This week alone, the nanosecond, and I want you guys to think about it, the second we launched that we were going with Pulse Unity, our Twitter account earlier this week was about 700. We've gone up 100 people this week already, and we're just going to get started. So I can see some tremendous growth in there, in our numbers, which means that there's going to be a lot more use case in terms of the coins. There's going to be a lot more people that will be involved with our NFT projects. There'll be a lot more people involved essentially in the community. A couple of things, things like we're doing like pre-launch marketing. It's sort of already started. We're here talking on YouTube. We're out chilling. We are talking to influencers, and we're talking to everybody. But the most important thing that we are doing, that I believe we're doing right now, is we've been there talking and listening to our community members and listening to the PulseChain and the Hex community people, because we've gone to knock on their door and say, hey guys, we're suddenly Pulse Unity. Can you help us build an app? Can you help us build a website? Can you let us into your YouTube channel? Can you let us shill our project? honestly, if somebody did that to us, we would probably slam the door. Those guys, they have been brilliant this week. I don't know. I don't think there's been one day this week where somebody hasn't at least knocked on my door, DM'd me, done sort of really reached out. Not just about us reaching out to them, but they've actually reached out back to us and said, "Okay, can you explain more about this? Can you tell us a bit? Can you sort of break that bit down for us and that bit down for us?" And we're delighted to do that, and we'll continue to be delighted to do that because it's important. And that, to me, that is a lot of our pre-launch marketing right there, because these are the guys that we're going to be using and building onto their platform, and hopefully creating product around what they're doing. And we, of course, would like them to get involved and get excited about this Pulse Unity. And we of course, have used their name. We've put Pulse in Unity to be like, I mean, Pulse is your pulse. It's your beating heart. So everything is seamless. It makes sense. But we have to respect that we're using their name. We're on their doorstep. So we try to we need to keep talking and be respectful. But again, in terms of our roadmap, it's pretty easy to see that sits there quite nicely in the pre-launch, because of course it's a lot of their community that we're hoping will join us using PulseUnity.com, or at least the social PulseUnity.com. Ether verifications, CoinGecko listings. These things, of course, happen once we've launched. 500 holder target, 1 million stable market cap, the influencers. 500 holders isn't a lot in crypto. In fact, it's actually quite tiny. But we, from the beginning, haven't approached this in the way where we are just going for the biggest numbers. That we're just trying to be the biggest project out of the gate. I personally, and the feedback that I'm receiving is that we've already been called the hottest launch in September. Well, what is that going to mean to us as a project? All I can say is right now we are getting tremendous feedback, but myself and the team that are, and to be honest, even a lot of the community that I see chatting and that is growing every day, seem to be a lot more focused on helping with the message of unity and sort of trying to get to know more about what we can do and how to get involved. So we're not too focused on 500 holders. Personally, I think we're going to get a lot more, but also it wouldn't matter if we got less at this stage, because it's not about the number. It's about it's what we call in the UK quality over quantity. And if one person feels that they're getting absolute quality by being part of Pulse Unity, and we as an organization can then help another person and show what we're really about, that word's going to spread like wildfire. Again, I come back to my point. We've been called potentially the hottest launch in September. What that's going to mean, only the market is going to decide. And literally, that's in the hands of the market. As investors, if somebody is looking to get involved with a new project, I think I personally am an investor in crypto. I've been involved in crypto for a few decades, or a couple of decades or more. And I'm obviously a massive investor in Pulse Unity, in the site, in the mobile apps, and things like that. So, of course, we are going to come to the market with a product that we would want to own and invest in personally. And the biggest shareholder is always going to be Pulse Unity, which is our organization, which is going to be the community. So it's always going to be the community that are going to want to grow the holder base. It's going to be the community that are going to share in the success of this project. And I think that there are, quite frankly, a lot more than 500 people in this world that also share that vision, and will be more than happy to be introduced to Pulse Unity coin and to our NFT collections and to all of the other parts and things that we are putting into our roadmap. So it's of course down to yourselves to decide whether what we're putting in our objectives is realistic, and whether when you sacrifice $1 right now, whether you're doing that on the basis of us achieving what you can see we've laid out as objectives in the project as it is, and whether they're achievable. Now, of course, we know that these things can change, and we totally understand that what started as whilst we've got this sort of overall strategy, the tactics might change, the market changes, and we totally get that. But I want you to drill down when you come and ask questions to me, which I'm happy to take. Drill down into the cause and the parts of this that we have had to put a lot of thought into, and to whether or not, if this goes pear-shaped, and we've also got to think about that. If we were in a worst-case scenario, and don't forget we're in this bear market at the moment, which apparently is quite bad. So I mean, what on earth are we doing launching a new coin in a bear market? But we're doing it, and we're doing it because we've drilled down into the numbers, and we think that at least in that foundation stage, absolutely everything in there is very achievable, and that without over promising you guys, or even actually promising you guys, we can at least we should be able to cover with your support and with continuing with what we're doing, these touch points quite easily. Then the exciting part, of course, is going to be the launch, and the part where a lot of you want me to talk about a bit more is going to be where we airdrop the sacrifices. Now, it's always 50-50 to me. Do I sit here and literally spend half an hour plugging the sacrifice stage, and then trying to tell you guys how successful it's going to be, that we could be on our way to Mars and all of these sorts of things? I'd rather not do that. I'd rather give you the facts of what's going to happen, and sort of hopefully you'll get to sort of understand that what we've got there on paper, if we get 1% of it, we're already a multi-million dollar organization. And basically, we are already, and I can say this, and you can come and drill me on this, we are already achieving a lot of this before we've even started. So ask yourself whether you think our sacrifice stage is going to be successful, and then whether or not you think, having put this project together meticulously pretty much, uh, whether our airdrop is going to be successful. Because at the end of the day, what the airdrop is we're going to push a button, and then everybody that has got involved with the sacrifice stage so far will receive their tokens. And okay, I'm going to give out a little bit of hype tonight. It's Saturday. Let's have a bit of fun. The the, the last few days, we have been absolutely mentally busy here, and we've had to rely on the community. And I really shout out to you guys. If you're listening in the Telegram, or you listen back to this later, it's appreciated. I know you guys have been supportive of us, and we sort of respect and return that. But you guys in the Telegram, for instance, you've been amazing, and in the Discord, and there's guys in India shilling for us. All of you have been amazing. So what we had done practically all week, whilst we were getting these things set up and testing these things, and this is before 99.9% of everyone else will ever even see this video. This is what the community have already done this week. They've absolutely worked their socks off to help us streamline the Telegram group. They're working really hard to sort out and make sure Discord works. They've been constantly chatting to me and saying, "Hey, General, look, that doesn't really make sense. Can we maybe look at it doing it this way or that way?" And we've been back and forth, and generally, this is a brilliant community. I would personally be happy to launch this and airdrop everybody everything tomorrow, but that has not really going to help everybody. But simply put, these guys all week, we've been saying to them, look, they've put their own money in, they've put their own time in, and practically everyone has got either full-time jobs or big family commitments as well, and they're committing themselves to bring their time and effort and everything into Unity, and they've helped raise. They've already sacrificed some dollars into this, which and there was a few that came in even before we started the clock on the website. Again, it doesn't matter the amount of money. So all week we've been giving one of one. So for literally at the moment it was $1 equals 100 PU coins, and we were just matching that all week. We didn't really announce it because I wanted the core of the community to understand we will always look out for you, and that we've been chatting to. There's a couple of websites that have listed us and things. We've got pulsehotlist.com, the pulse.info, and others, and we will be sharing and showing how those bonuses sort of work. We've built into the sacrifice stage another 10% option. So literally every $100 that you invest in the sacrifice stage, you'll be airdropped. That would equate to 10,000 PU tokens. You would then get 1,100 PU tokens. So we're adding those little bit of incentives in there, so that you, quite frankly, think a little bit. If you've got $99, don't send it to us. Wait until you've got the extra dollar and get that extra 10% in your bags. if you want, message me and I'll send you the dollar. I don't want anybody to lose out on these things. The figures are worked out, and they totally work across what we're doing. But at the end of the day, these things are for you guys. You guys are the ones that are going to have been doing the work, and will benefit from the airdrops that will come with that. What do we want? We want 200 active social media site users. Now, we've sort of cheated. We haven't really cheated because we've been doing this already for 8 months. Not using the Pulse Unity brand, the same message of Unity, but we built it as more of as an alpha test, I guess is the nicer way of saying it, using a different system. It proves it works, and we've got well over 3, maybe 400 active users or members in there. I sent a personal note out to everybody who, and to be honest, a lot of people have already followed. That the reason that they're on that platform is because they want to get involved in the project. So, but we just to clarify, in case somebody drills down and says that we're trying to inflate figures that don't exist, these figures do exist. And everybody has been given the opportunity and been informed that we've moved the site away from where it was over to pulseunity.com or social.pulseunity.com. If they want us to remove their memberships, or you're always able to unsubscribe from that site. So actually, we've got more than 200 active users already. We've got well over. We were one away from 800 on Twitter. 1,000 app users. We were at 3,500. I can't see us losing 2/3 of users. In fact, I think we're going to gain a tremendous amount more, especially as we've also got a new version coming out at the end of this month that we've been working on for months again already. So again, tremendous amount of value in there to all holders in that not only are you getting involved with the community and the coin, but you can already start to see in our roadmap, we've got the numbers and the people behind that. That makes all of this achievable. Maybe it wouldn't be achievable without for other projects without them spending hundreds of thousands of dollars in marketing. We've spent 8 months. I'm not going to give you the figure of what we've spent on the site and mobile apps and investments and everything else, but it's considerable. We've already put our money where our mouth is, and we just need to top that up to just make the launch go with a bit of a bang. 2,500 Twitter followers. We're at 800. I think as we do roll out some of this marketing, the Twitter count will go up. Look, we're looking at 500 holders. Each holder, we would think that they would at least be a member on the social media platform, that they're going to get involved with the community, and that they would follow us either in Discord or on Twitter, be telling their friends about us. And so I don't think that we're that too far away from being able to achieve that and achieve that still within the space of this month. We grew 100 last week, and that's been from zero marketing, really. Of course, coin market caps, coin geckos, all of these things come from launching the coin, getting to a 5 million stable market cap. It sort of comes back down to the foundation size, stage, whereby we've got the sacrifice stage. We're very realistic. We're not expecting absolute miracles from that stage, but from the feedback that we're getting, we are thinking that there's quite a few people that are going to get involved in that. And whilst we can't make any promises, because otherwise we would be giving you guys financial advice and getting into all sorts of legal trouble. As you can imagine, we haven't been sat here for 8 months creating this stuff to suddenly go to sleep and then turn it all off tomorrow. So we think 1 million's a relatively reasonable number, and we would hope that quite a solid part of that is going to be in things like locked liquidity, so that we are pretty solid, and that's going to help with things that we want to do with the market moving forwards. So whether or not we are going to be close to a 5 million stable market cap in a bear market is a toughie. It can be done. We could easily launch with the amount of interest that we're getting. I don't really do the interest justice. I'm not the best presenter for this, but literally, the amount of interest we're getting, anything is possible. But again, I'm not going to sit here and promise you guys something that may or may not happen. We can tell you that we think it's a solid investment, and certainly it's part of the route that we need to take as a project, without even drilling down into the heart of the project and how we're going to sort of compensate you guys for getting involved. But these are all just parts of what our journey that we need to achieve to get to the insanity area, which is more my pace. So I'm not going to spend too much time. It's there on the website for people to read. We think that we're definitely into achieving quite a bit of that already. Some parts we just literally can't achieve because it's not there to do. In there, even in traction, I'm just looking through what we've got. First NFT collection launch. Why is it in traction and not in foundation? It's ready. It's there in traction because we've decided to do a complete 360 or 180, whatever you call it, and launch the coin. But I can tell everyone and people that know the product, we've got an NFT collection ready. There's a staking mechanism for it. There's a great story with it, and we'll be doing a tremendous amount more videos, AMAs, and all sorts of things about that. That in itself is super exciting. We're delighted with the concept. We're delighted with the storyline. We're delighted with how that's going to fit with our mobile phone app, which again, I'll keep mentioning this. I wish you guys will really get the concept of how big us being a community project, what that really, really means for you being a holder of even one tiny part of the community. Because even holding one part, it means that you have, going back to the beginning, that co-op card. You get points, and everybody else in our ecosystem is creating points. And as we as a community get points, we then share them back to you guys. And those points are worth real money or real utility. And think about that. Look at my insanity target. And I think that this is where I want to be. 150 million stable. 1 million Twitter followers. 10,000 in the Discord. 50,000 on the app, and that's to me quite small. If we've got 50,000 holders by then, and we're regularly doing these, we're doing more NFT launches, we've got more product launches, we've got 1 million people that are looking at us every day. That is insanity. But that's people coming into our chat rooms. That's people using PU Coin. They're using parts of our ecosystem. And technically, and you guys are getting a percentage of that back from everything that we get through the power of Web3 that then goes back to you, the holders of these cards. And it all starts with PU Coin. Growth, we've got a second NFT collection. Guess what, guys? It's ready. No sooner do we bring out one, we could bring out the second one. We've actually got a third one already in the pipeline. And we're in chats talking about which pairings we do for staking platforms and things like that. So a lot of those things are already advanced in the conversations. But of course, we've got to get this to market. We've got to get the platform up and running, which is exactly what we're doing right now. But just to let you guys know, these things are ready, and you guys share in this. Not just in one small part, but you share in everything, even though you might only be involved with one small part. And that's why it's worth getting involved, even with a $10 sacrifice right now, because you don't know that in a year's time, we might get a unicorn come on board the project and give us $20 billion. You'll get a share of that because you've got the co-op card. They didn't. They've paid the premium for their shares. You haven't. So it's worth considering at this stage, whilst we've still got 20 days to go, and we extended that slightly from the, I think we had 10 days this morning. We've basically doubled or given ourselves the extra 10 days to, because of the move and everything else that we've done, just to get things right and to give you guys more chance to get involved. That I think from being here on a sort of a Saturday evening is where I really want to be at, because I think this from here it's down to you guys. We've done the hard work in giving the places for you to get this information. We've created every communications channel available. We are fully doxed, which is another question that comes out. Who are you? Hey, I'm me. How to contact you? We're everywhere. We've got a WhatsApp channel. Can $PU be used as a tax write-off? Yes, in certain jurisdictions, I understand it can. I'm not a tax lawyer. I don't want to give people bad advice. We're not financial advisors. But because this isn't an asset class, and there is a structure I've understand that's in place where even getting involved won't cost you anything. What will be the price on launch? We can't tell you that. Because then it would be like we're actually selling you something, and we're not selling you anything. We're telling you what we're doing. We're just informing you, basically, that we are launching Pulse Unity Coin, and if you'd like to get involved at this stage, you can. We're going to give you some tokens towards the launch, and at some point we're going to put all of those tokens together and we're going to put them onto the blockchain. And we don't know what they're going to be valued at when they get to the blockchain. It could be anything. It could be worth absolutely zero. And we're not the ones that will have control over that. You guys will. Why will be successful? Nobody knows how well this project will perform. It is a unique idea. Remember, it started from us technically being investors in other projects and trying to make a lot of money, realizing that we could make a lot of money, but then finding out that we also all have a social conscience, that we all have personal reasons and goals and things that we want to do that is helping other people or helping different charities or wanting to reach out and touch people in places whereby we can make a difference in their lives. So that we keep saying books for schools or beds or mattresses for beds and all sorts of ideas can come to the table. But we've all got a social conscience and we want to help. And that is doing this through DeFi and doing this under Unity is quite a rare idea. And at the end of the day, we are using a speculative asset, but we're also bringing out to market some less speculative assets. At the moment, of course, we can only tell you about what we're doing with PU coin because that's what we're running the sacrifice on. And generally, at this stage, that's what you guys are. We hope you're excited about that because once we get to the market stage, obviously, those what I would call special offers have got no reason to exist anymore. Why is there a sacrifice stage? Simple answer. It serves as an opportunity for everyone to show they are believers in the project. And I think that this is very important. It's extremely important in our lives that if we really believe in something, we make a commitment to it. I believed in Unity since January. And since January, we have built the sites, we've invested in other projects, we've created funds, we've built mobile phone apps, we've put our money where our mouth is. Because we want to do this and bring Unity to DeFi and build an organization with things that will be successful for everyone involved and allow us to go and do good things for other people. So if you're involved and getting involved, we think it makes sense. That's why we also like the idea of this sacrifice now, because it's, I think, less speculative. It's like you belong to the club, you've paid your subscription, and then the club says, well, hey, thanks for doing that. Here's some tokens, and you can now share those and do what you want with them. So it's just a great way for you guys to get involved and show support. And of course, what is Pulse Unity Coin? It will be a basic ERC20 token. Will be on the Ethereum network first. So it will have all of the tradable features and the value as per the market. And there will be a fork copy onto the PulseChain, which we've got a totally separate discussion group on that. But we've got use cases for everything that we're doing. So be it on the blockchain or be it on the PulseChain. So we think we've covered sort of the main points there. Merchandise, right? I mean, Saturday. There's a couple of things which I think we sort of neglect to keep telling you guys about. Every sacrificer over $50 that's in the top 1,000 can claim either an exclusive Pulse Unity OG T-shirt or a special airdrop of $50 in PU coins. Now, surprisingly, not a lot of people have DM'd me on this, but yeah, it's there, guys. I mean, when we actually get to the day or the day after we close on the sacrifice, we actually want to start. We want to be sending these T-shirts out all over the world, and when we actually then press the button that the contract's live on the blockchain. We want everyone wearing our T-shirts around the world, and we think that's a nice idea. We again we totally appreciate we're in DeFi, and some people just aren't comfortable doxing themselves or don't want to give out away their address, which is totally understandable, and we've covered that for yourselves as well. So if you have sent a sacrifice of $50, and this will go right up to the first 1,000 sacrifices we get, which could be checked using the website, you will be entitled to a free T-shirt, or you'll be entitled to an extra $50 in dollar PU coins as a bonus. For the whales, this is super special. We're being a little bit ambitious, and if we actually mint, we actually can't wait to mint the first few of these. But we have got an allocation of 100 literally solid gold, 24 karat gold PU coins. The edition is going to be strictly limited to 100, and it doesn't matter whether we sell out today or over the next 6 months. We'll probably end up putting a time limit on it, so it makes them even sort of more super rare. But anybody coming into the sacrifice stage, because we do appreciate $10,000 is a lot of money, and some people really have to think before investing that sort of thing amount. So we wanted just to make sure that you feel comfortable. We'll be giving everyone in that level an extra special bonus airdrop of $5,000 equivalent value in SPU coins. So technically, you are going to get an extra 50%. Or the one I prefer, and that would be to claim one of these really super rare solid gold mint coins. And anyone that's a coin collector will know what the first Bitcoin is valued at. It's in a museum. We're about to make social history in DeFi, and we wanted something when we mint something. We want to be able that to reflect it. So honestly, I prefer that you take the $5,000 in PU coins so that I can save up and buy as many of the gold ones as I can as well. But no, there's some great things in there. We're going to add a few bits and more pieces. We've got a little competition going on Telegram, if just in case anyone's missed it, or on Twitter. Of course, we come up with a very quick design for the T-shirt. Naturally, we haven't got 1,000 T-shirts sat in a warehouse somewhere, just doing nothing. We're going to be printing these in batches of 100. So we want 10 different designs, guys. And we're more than happy to have a bit of fun with that and sort of give sort of $10 here and $10 there for whichever designs we use. So get involved with it. It's your community, your project, and then once we close down this particular stage, we will move away from bonus points to actually selling these things and adding to the merch store as we go forward. Which, if you're paying attention, you as a community will get to fully benefit from, because when we raise money or money that comes into Pulse Unity, then a share of that goes out amongst the Pulse Unity community. And you can see at the bottom, it's not copyrighted to anybody else but the Pulse Unity community, which is technically us saying you own this. We're the custodians. That, guys, I've been chatting pretty solidly now for well over an hour and a half. I don't know who's actually still listening. Actually, fantastic. Congratulations if you are. You are still super early. It hasn't just been me waffling on to the end to try and keep it there. Get involved with what we're doing. Get involved with the sacrifice. Right, I'm just going to sort of be quiet for a couple of minutes. Just see if people are listening in other places and have got any questions that they want to type. And if not, then we'll be broadcasting this out live. Sorry, the recording out on Twitter, YouTube, Telegram, and all of the other channels for you to watch back later. So I'm just going to be quiet for a couple of minutes, and we'll see who comes in to the chat. Right. Okay, guys. It looks like we're not going to get sort of a massive floodgates of people in. So I'm just going to say thank you for listening. If you've made it this far, you're definitely one of us, a Unitarian or a Pulse Unitarian, and we're definitely going to see you very soon. So good night. See you on the other side, and absolutely, God bless to all of you. Cut. Now's the difficult bit. Getting back to YouTube. I'm still live. I'm on the actual website. Who has joined us in here? Okay. I'm actually trying to get to YouTube, which is the good one. Here we go. All right, guys. Anyone that was still watching, I'll see you in Telegram, and hopefully catch up with you sort of in there. Have a great evening. See you, of course, on the other side.